Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Sold Sign, Real Estate Unplugged. We are your hosts and favorite realtors, Naya
and Lauren.
And we are so excited to be back with you all for another episode. Let's listen in and see what this listener said to us this week.
My partner and I just started looking in Silver Spring, Maryland, but we keep falling in love with homes that are $50,000 to $75,000 over budget. It's discouraging. Should we wait until we can afford more or settle for something smaller? Okay. So they're house hunting with champagne taste and a beer budget from what they said, right? Like, very common. We're not laughing at you. Don't worry. Just this, we hear this. We see it. We're in it all the time. So this is very common. Nothing that should feel like, oh my God, like, why are we like just the only ones doing this? It's not. And we do know it's discouraging because it really is.
Yeah.
But don't feel like you're the only one. And you're also looking in Silver Spring, which we love Silver Spring in Montgomery County. But, you know, in Silver Spring, there are older homes there. So just depending on what you're looking for, you may not be able to get it in your price range.
Yeah. And one thing to consider is that, you know, it's not necessarily this home that you're looking for it might not be that it's supposed to be your dream home, everything bells and whistles. So consider, like, is it your forever home that you like, are you all doing a one and done forever home? We're going to stay here and, you know, pass it on to the kids later. Or is this just supposed to be a starter home? So if it's supposed to be a starter home, then maybe you do need to shop smaller, which could help with the budget search. Outside of that, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm trying to figure out, why are you seeing these homes $50,000 to $75,000 over? But why are you shopping in that price point? Number one mistake. I'm sorry, but that is a mistake.
It is.
You can't, because it is going to be discouraging. Why do you keep putting yourself in that situation? You know that you do not want to spend $50,000 to $75,000. That's over your budget, right? So if your budget is, let's say, $600,000 in Silver Spring, why are you looking at homes that's $650,000 to $700,000? That, I'm sorry, but you are kind of putting that on yourself, because it's you wrote on here, we keep falling in love with homes that are $50,000 to $75,000 over budget. You should not even be seeing those homes. They're not in your budget, right? We're going back to budget. Don't look at them, because it is very discouraging. So your realtor, I don't know who is showing you these homes.
Right, exactly. So I love that you're saying that, because they're saying we are looking at homes that are $50,000 to $75,000 over budget. Who defined the budget? Is it a budget that you all were like, y'all just went on Zillow and said, show me homes, $700,000, let's see. And like, you know, or whatever. Do you have a defined budget from a lender? That is who should, I'm not going to say creates the budget, but they are the ones who will really help you understand the price range of homes that you can afford. So that's what Lauren is saying. If these homes are over the budget, then how come you're not looking at the budget of your pre-approval amount? So do you have... So maybe we need to take some steps back. Do we have a pre-approval from a mortgage lender? Because once you have that, you will almost immediately eliminate the shopping over budget option, because you'll understand what is your true budget as far as what you can afford and what is actually comfortable for what you do want to spend monthly. And then make sure that you are filtering homes that are, you know, capped according to your pre-approval. And we like to be a little bit more conservative on that and have you shop a little below that so that you have the wiggle room. So yeah, to a certain extent, you might be playing a role in this discouragement by not shopping realistically according to what is your pre-approval budget, because that's your real budget, not the budget for the homes you love. You know, we can all explore the mansions we love on Zillow, but that might not be in our budget today.
Yeah.
So we got to start with the pre-approval.
That I couldn't have said it any better, because you do. And if this is your first home, I'm not sure if it's your first home or your move up home. It doesn't say you're selling anything. So this is your first home. Again, it's not your forever home. Unless it is, and I mentioned earlier, if it is, okay, then we may need to have a different conversation. But if you know this is not your forever home and you're just trying to get started, why don't you buy something and why don't you put some work into it? For some reason, buyers hate that. Buyers do not want to put work into a home. Like, you can get it for such a good price, right? Let's say you get a house for, let's say your budget's $600,000, you get a house for $600,000, right? And over the 5 years that you're living there, you decide to put in some work, right? You renovate a bathroom, maybe you do the kitchen, whatever it is that you want to bring it to what you like. And then you decide, I want to go ahead and sell it. That equity, because you put that money into it, you bought it at a quote unquote discount, but now you upgraded it, you put different new things in there, and now 5 years later you can probably turn around and sell it, let's say for $700,000, right? We're in Silver Spring, Maryland, so I mean, for sure. So you can now turn around and sell it for way more, and now you can take that equity and go buy the house that you really wanted to buy for, I guess, $650, right? And $700, but you looking over it, you got to stop looking over budget. You have to. Yeah. That's and the question she asked, should we wait until we can afford more or settle for something smaller?
I think y'all have to start with what is the true appropriate budget and then answer that question. Right. Because if what you are pre-approved for, you know, is not meeting the needs of your family, that, you know, is not meeting the needs that you need right now, then maybe you do have to wait until you can afford more or get something smaller. So again, I think we need to consider, is it the first home? Is it the forever home? You know, do you need 3 bedrooms or 5 bedrooms now? And then you can answer these questions and navigate, okay, here's where my pre-approval amount is. Is it meeting this direction of the 5 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms, whatever it is, for what we need right now? And then you can say, okay, we have a little bit more work to do, or no, okay, we can actually come down to 3 bedrooms because this is just starting and we just want to be here for 5 years and then get something bigger. So I think you have a little roadmap of some questions to ask, but please be sure that you have an actual pre-approval to truly understand what your budget is, and that can help to provide some reality and clarity in your shopping.
There's nothing else to say after that, okay? There's nothing whatsoever. Yeah.
So, you know, there's options, you know, build up a little bit or shop smaller. Think about that. Take some time, write it down, answer these questions. Would love to, you know, see what you come up with. I think you're on the right path if you fine tune and be sure that you're starting with the correct budget to shop with. So if that's making sense, if that's feeling like, okay, maybe I should reevaluate that and get that pre-approval right. Be sure that you like, comment, follow, and subscribe so that you can stay in the loop with, you know, all the parts of this buying process. And we're on all podcast platforms, Instagram as well. So be sure that you're following along and you don't get lost along the way after you get this pre-approval right. Any last things?
No, just think this, you know, this is probably your starter home and not your dream home. So just think about it that way, what you need for right now and not for the next, 10 years.
Right. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us for another week, another episode. See you next week.